Hey there, folks. Shadefire here, and it's been quite some time since we've taken a look at any Trespasser stuff. A couple months ago, well, actually, a bit more than a couple months ago, a fella who goes by JurassicBondPark asked me if I might want to check out the Trespasser level he was currently working on, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll totally take a look at more Trespasser stuff, especially one that's been made recently and not years ago. And then a couple months ago, he sent me the download link, and I sort of forgot about it. Well, I didn't forget about it. I downloaded it, I tried it, it crashed like most custom maps do in Trespasser. And I didn't feel like really messing with the settings at the time, so I just kind of put it to the side, and I forgot about it. But finally getting around to cleaning out some of that stuff, and I figured I would give this a go. Now, I have adjusted the draw distance down so that it won't crash, because that is a big problem with most Trespasser levels. Alright, so here we are. We are now on Illusorna, John Hammond's secret lost world. Your name is Ann Jones, and you are on your way to Juan Fernandez in the north to meet with your friend's wealthy family. Unfortunately, your private helicopter has crashed, and your health is considerably low. Do what you can to stay alive. My health seems full there, but the HUD does say 50 out of 200. Alright, first things first. Oh, never mind. I was going to say that the controls seem to reset every time I try this, but no, they're fine now. So here's our helicopter. It's crashed so badly that there is no legs or propellers left. I guess Anne is a qualified helicopter pilot in this universe. Alright, so you can see the draw distance is pretty low. So most Trespasser maps, if you turn up the draw distance, it will just crash when you take 3 steps forward, including this one. So we're at about a quarter, slightly more than a quarter of maximum draw distance. So there's going to be a lot of fog. Alright, so this is called Mountain Road. And I assume that means we're going to be high up for part of it. Alright, not going that way. Hopefully this map is not quite as big and kind of aimless as some of the other ones. Like the last one I did, the Hunt, I think it was called, where the map was just kind of a big circle. Alright, I still gotta refamiliarize myself with how to actually play Trespasser. There's the jump. Thankfully the jump sound is disabled by default in Twilight, which is one of the many, well, not many, there's about 3 different custom engines for Trespasser. This is one of them. I found this one's the most stable for me, but some people might have more luck with the custom edition. Alright, not much going on so far. No dinosaurs to be seen. Just a lot of trees. Some dramatic music. I'm hoping we'll see some of the custom dinosaurs that were freely available on the Trescom site. Alright, so here's our electric fence. It's probably not active. I mean, the one in the last map I played made the electric sound, but didn't actually do anything when you touched it. Okay, we got a gun cabinet here, so that means there's probably going to be dinosaurs, unless it's empty. It's empty. And this is collapsed. I do see some bones, though, so maybe we'll find... Wait, are those bones? Never mind, those are just rocks. Are these kind of rocks I can grab? I'm trying to remember what the default crouch key is. It's Z. I will take this rock and I will put it on my belt. I wonder how they built that into the tunnel. Alright, so no guns, no dinosaurs, just rocks. Oh, there's a corpse.
Oh my.
I like that when they made Trespasser, they didn't actually make a complete skeleton. You've got the limbs, you've got the rib cage, and you've got the head. There's no like spine or pelvis. I mean, maybe he was going. Well, I say he's probably watching this, so maybe you were going for atmosphere here, but it feels a little empty so far. Oh, there is a raptor. I think it's a raptor. There might be something else. Looks a little small-headed for a raptor. Sweet leather tent. I guess it's a canvas tent, but it just looks like leather in this engine. Okay, so we got nothing in here but boxes. Oh, there we go. Good old.
I like it.
I think this is the Smith & Wesson Anaconda? I forget what the guns were in Trespasser now. I used to remember what the actual... Oh, fuck. I thought we just shot this thing into space. Alright, so you got 6 shots. This isn't one of those crazy ones with like 25 shots in it. That is definitely not a raptor. In fact, that might be a Gallimimus or something. Harmless, whatever it is. So of course I'm going to attempt to bludgeon it to death with a rock. Oh man, one good crack to the head with a rock killed it. Sorry, little buddy. It was for science. So I wonder if that's a custom or a Twilight fix there, because the reason melee weapons didn't really work in the original game is because they weren't assigned a mass, essentially, which would have determined, heavier objects would do more damage, but pretty much nothing except the skull and the Quake symbol had the stuff actually attributed to it. So I don't know if that was something they changed in these, because I found that melee weapons kind of work. Alright, so far we found one gun, some shabby shacks, well, shabby tents, and one harmless dinosaur that I murdered. So we're on a good track already. That is another Gallimimus. I'm just going to call them Gallimimus because I'm not exactly sure. Also, these are mushroom JPEGs. Alright.
A lost world.
Don't worry, I won't bludgeon your head in this time. Probably don't need that rock now that I have a gun. Some kind of facility over here. Can I bet I can get over this. I bet I'm not supposed to get over this, but I bet I can get over this by wiggling. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Or maybe that is how I was supposed to get in. Certainly wasn't going to keep any dinosaurs out. Oh, there must be stuff here. The frame rate's dropping to 20.
When it became known that I was bankrupt, workers simply dropped their tools and walked away.
I'm honestly curious if anyone has ever gotten Trespasser to run at like a stable, 60 and up frame rate while having everything set up. I feel like it's just not possible for the engine. Also, we've got I believe this is a custom object here. It looks like just kind of a slightly large version of the Taser model, but I bet we can probably beat somebody's head in with this too. There is a bed with a very tiny TV under it. Gammy bathroom. And a bunch of files. That's nothing worthwhile in here. Out of my way. That flailing is basically what happens if you hold the fire button with anything that isn't a loaded weapon.
The steam pipes hissed and spat. Water pumped deep into the earth and came back superheated.
Oh, is this supposed to be, like, part of the geothermal plant? That looks like it might be a switch. Out of my way, barrels. This thing's not really heavy enough to move these. Dan's big strong arm is. Just the one. Alright, that's not coming open. I wonder if I need this wrench for anything. There's been some of these maps that have required specific objects. More unfinished houses. Alright, we should probably go look at the elephant in the room, the big-ass motel or whatever this thing is. Door needs a key to get in. Turbine shed. I guess this is not the right kind of key. I think this is supposed to be vines, but it kind of just looks like somebody engraved a bunch of shit on the wall. Yeah, it's not coming off. Alright, so there should be a key. Hopefully the key is not on the other side of the map, like some of these other maps have been. I can't actually remember if I did a video on 4 towers yet. I might have, but I might have just kind of messed around with it to see how well it worked. I'll have to go back and check that. Because if not, 4 towers is a decent custom map. Some Turok comics. Jurassic Park comic. Those biosyn canisters. Another tiny TV. Wonder if I could beat a dinosaur to death with that. Go a little Dead Rising and just use whatever's at hand to beat them. Okay, this one's kind of barred off, so the windows were broken before this place shut down. Not seeing much in the way of a keycard. I guess it wouldn't be a keycard, it would be an actual key. But I'm not seeing that either. I hope it's not in one of these garbages, because I don't want to really search them. Soda. Probably not going to find the key to the turbine in the bathroom. Oh. Got kind of wedged in this door as it's falling over. Unless there is a dead person in here. Like Gennaro. Okay, none of these are actually attached. And there's no toilet paper. What a travesty. Oh, body bumped that one, it didn't fall over. Laundromat. So this is basically just a motel, hotel kind of thing. Presumably for visitors or what have you. Little Roger Moore, James Bond there. Everybody's favorite Bond. Turok. Ooh, what's this? What do we got here? Michael Crichton. Is that just Jurassic Park? I actually don't recognize that. Doesn't look like Jurassic Park, though. Spit. I don't know, all my Michael Crichton books have pretty generic covers. I don't know if it's the carpet, but it kind of sounds like Anne's just flapping around barefoot in here, despite the fact that she doesn't have feet. Fancy bed. Is this a drawer I can open? Kinda looks like it is. Kinda. Kinda, sorta. No. Well, there is a seam there, but, doesn't seem like I can interact with it. Nothing under the bed. The problem with interior areas like this, especially on the second floor, is that you kinda sink into the ground constantly. Old PC. More filing cabinets. Computer. Well, it looks like we can't help this computer because someone's already stopped all the downloading. Man, I really hope there's something in this motel of any sort of value. I mean, I appreciate that some people want to make this decorative, environment and stuff, but this is also a video game. It does need some point to this stuff. Oh, shit. I'm starting to clip into there. I was going to say, wasn't there an actual Trespasser comic, but I think that was just a fan thing. It's going to be even better if I think there's nothing here, and then it turns out there was something here, and I have to come back after scouring the rest of the map. There's a distinct lack of raptors. Oh, there's the key. Thank God the key is in a relatively obvious place. With as bad as the controls are for Trespasser, I'm not sure why some custom map makers insist on, hiding things as hard as possible. Let's put it under this crate that you have to lift up carefully, but you can't actually see the key from where you're standing. I don't know if that made any sense to you guys, but basically, picture a box on top of a ledge, and you have to, reach your arm up and lift up the box to get a key that's hidden under it. Alright, so I should just have to rub this on the door and it should unlock. Clink.
Ha! I'm a genius.
I'm a genius. I put a key in a keyhole. Now, why did I put a key in a keyhole, is the question. Because there's a generator here. And... come on. You're not going to start, are you? I probably need a battery. Yep, I have seen that generator before. Well, there's certainly not a battery here. On these giant AC units. Now, do I have to venture out into the world and find a battery, or is there one kicking around here somewhere? Alright, let's give another cursory search around here just to make sure I didn't miss the obvious battery. Can't tip this over. Oh, there is also this thing, which is connected to something else. Alright. Yeah, can't move this, so I'm assuming this needs power, because it is completely wedged. Unless maybe I need the pipe wrench for that? I hope not, because I don't remember where I threw that. It's around here somewhere. So is there a battery in here? bunch of steel drums. There is this. Fuel can. Does generator need fuel, maybe? There's also a gun case here. With a deagle, which is trying to escape me. No, come back. I might need you to shoot something hostile at some point. See, I would hope that if we needed gas as opposed to the battery, there would be a audio clip for Anne, but I don't know if there was one for any sort of gas in the main game. Also, how the hell do you get out of here? Like, I mean, I could go back over the cliff, but is there not, like, an actual gate that leads in and out of here? There's a road. Oh, there's a gate. What do you want to bet the gate is locked? Nope. Guess not. Alright, maybe we'll follow this pipeline? Follow these power lines to see what we would be powering if we turned on this tiny generator. I'm pretty sure he said that this was the actual, like, released version and not the, not like a beta version like that one Trescom map that was unfinished, and that's why it's so unpopulated. There's a pair of Saurolophus, again, not very hostile. The legs are a little weird and long on that, but I think it's because it's a modified, like, Albertosaur model. Is this just going to lead me back to the collapsed tunnel? I think it is, right? Because this is... Oh. Maybe not, because the fence ends there. It's so much harder to, like, navigate with the draw distance turned down. Okay, yeah, this just leads back here. Power lines go right through the other side. I might have to just do some wandering, see what I can find. See if I can find anything interesting that might be the right way to go. I think this is where we started. I mean, it's pretty close to where we started if it's not. Alright, I doubled back and followed the power lines that went along the fence, and it's led me to this cliff. So I don't know if I need to go down there. That's supposed to be the edge of the map. That is where they go. I mean, it looks like there's stuff down there. There's ground at the bottom. Just how the hell am I going to get down this cliff? Warning, steep cliff ahead. Advertencia. Encelado adelante.
October 1996. The InGen Corporation is taken out of my hands by a vote of the board of directors. My nephew dispatches his team.
So I think there might be a way down there where I just was. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything back here. There's a road. It's blocked off by a tree. And this is a different fenced-in area. Not actually sure I need that battery at all. I just assumed that we need to start the generator because it was in a locked room. But it might not do anything. It also might be the case where he didn't program it to need a battery. And I just didn't get the right position to actually get it to work. Yeah, door's not getting open. Oh, that is a, is that a Baronix? Suchomimus? Something like that? It's got the small Baronix kind of head. Eh. Nothing really is the essence of Trespasser more than throwing a gun at a dinosaur's head when it's empty. Oh, okay. Bye. Got a helipad here.
1981. I stumbled out of the helicopter, already beginning to sweat, and looked around at the lush forest, the wet leaves.
Oh, I'm stuck in the railing. Ah, Trespasser. And I'm ejected. And because I didn't save, I get to do everything again. I mean, I didn't really do anything except to find that key. So all that was up here was another one of these wrenches and a shotgun. Again, don't really need a weapon. And I didn't bother grabbing the wrench because that one that I picked up before is still just sitting where it was. Since, of course, I didn't save before dying, so I don't have to try to find it if we need it. But there doesn't seem to be anything else here. Aside from our mystery dinosaur, but don't think he's going to be forthcoming with anything too useful. He didn't even want to fight me. There's another one of these here. I think that was just another deagle, right? Or it was empty. Or I didn't see it at all. Yeah, it's empty. I didn't grab the revolver this time, but, you know, it's fine. I don't think we really need a gun at all, honestly. There hasn't been any dinosaurs to fight, or any puzzles to solve by shooting them with physics. So let's see if there's a path down here. If not, then I'm at a loss for what to do. Aside from going back to try to find a battery, or trying to use that wrench on that switch.
October 1996. The InGen Corporation is taken out of my hands by a vote of the board of directors. My nephew dispatches his team.
Alright, this seems like a promising route. I mean, we are now traveling on an actual mountain road, so I guess we must be going the right way. Finally, a raptor. Custom skin raptor. He's got the little Jurassic Park 3 head frills. Oh, another one behind me. Clever girl. Oh man.
I can do this.
Shit's kicking off, and is not fazed by these dinosaurs. That is actually a pretty nice raptor skin, though. It's a lot more detailed looking than the defaults. I guess that was somebody's recreation of the Jurassic Park 3 skins. Oh man. That fucking claw right to the throat. Alright, so when I restart this level, the controls all reset to being A and left click. Like all of them. So I have to fix that every time. We'll go nah. We'll go load. Load the yump. And this was... Shit, this was before I grabbed the shotgun. Alright, I'll grab the shotgun, then we'll go back to Raptor Town. Alright, Raptor, let's do this. Just you, and me, and your friends.
I can do this.
one. This one back here hasn't spawned yet. I think I haven't gone far enough forward. Boom. Headshot. I don't know where that other one is. Yeah, it's a pretty nice model for what you can do with the Trespasser engine. I have no idea if the JurassicBondPark made these models or not. Probably not, just because there's so many of them already available that, you know, talented model makers have made that are just like, hey, you know, use these in your Trespasser maps. Oh, there's a hatchet here, too. Oh. He just split to the other dimensions for a second. Jesus Christ, that's half my health in one hit. And this is using persistent health for some reason. Oh my god, this is such a bad idea. I say that, but I also killed him when he killed me, because he grabbed the axe head with his face. So it was a mutual defeat. Alright, no sneaking up on me this time. As he limps away. Goodbye, Raptor. Oh, no, he's not going off the cliff. Oh, no, there he goes. And he lived. Alright. Guess we'll be seeing him later. Maybe, if I can actually get down there. Alright, so here we've got a hatchet. Can I grab this in a way that's actually... Nope. That's the best I can do. You can't even, like, swing it. Like, it doesn't count as one of those kind of objects. Seems like a dead end. Now, my intuition is telling me I need to cut down this tree using this hatchet in order to make a bridge. But I feel like that's probably too much to expect for this engine.
Fall, damn you.
Okay. Congrats on making an actually intuitive puzzle. A lot of Trespasser creators don't seem to be able to manage that. Oh god. However, trying to roll my ball of legs across this tree may be difficult. Alright. We have surpassed the first obstacle. What lies ahead on the mountain road? Well, let's just carry on and find out.